Good day, Black Knight scholars. It's Mr. Deegan here. I'm taking a sip of my VidNotes juice. It's time for I Will Understand How Japan Opens Up to the World. Please write down that learning target now. And there is the country we will talk about now. First, let's write down some basic information about the country as it is today. The literacy rate, life expectancy, and its top two religions. You can use this to fill that out now. And now let's locate and circle Japan on your map. This is the area of the world we're talking about, China, and then further east, North Korea, South Korea, and let's circle Japan. The samurai take power. Let's talk about the samurai in Japan. The samurai were powerful members of the military caste. There was a caste system in Japan based on the power of the military. The samurai took control of Japan in the 1100s and ruled as a military dictatorship called the shogunate. The emperor had little power in this structure. And here you see the emperor's at the top, but really it's the shoguns, the daimyos, and the samurais that have the power in the 1100s. Always at war. In the 1300s to the 1500s, the samurai and the shoguns were always at war. They fought local feudal lords for control. So it was these national military figures versus the local feudal lords. And this is an example of the Onin War of one such battle. A time of peace. In 1615, the Tokugawa shogunate, led by Tokugawa Ieyasu, unified Japan. Here is Ieyasu. He forced the samurai to train using non-violent methods. These principles were called Bushido. And for the next 250 years, Japan was at peace, thanks in part to this new method of training the samurai. Let's look at Bushido, spell that here, and it is a code of conduct for Japanese samurai. Which of these do you think is most important for a warrior? Integrity, respect, heroic courage, honor, compassion, honesty and sincerity, or duty and loyalty? These were all virtues of the Bushido. Which one is most important to you? Moving on, Japan seeks to limit Europe. Just like China, Japan's shoguns wanted to limit the influence of European merchants in the 1500s, 1600s, and 1700s. In other words, Japan wanted to put a stop sign up for those European traders. So Japan isolates itself. No trade. Japan's shoguns adopt a policy of isolationism to limit foreign influence. Ieyasu and others were important in that, and they locked Japan. This policy was literally called sakoku, which meant locked country in the Japanese language. America unlocks Japan. In 1853, Commodore Matthew Perry of the U.S. Navy arrives in Japan. He is on a mission sent by the U.S. government to open up Japan to trade. Here's Perry, USA. America-Japan trade deal. In 1858, America signs a trade deal with Japan. And here you see a painting of Perry and the Americans meeting with the Japanese leaders. Russia, Britain, and France soon follow the door that is now open thanks to the Americans. Change in policy dooms the leaders. In 1868, the Tokugawa shogunate ends. Ieyasu and others lose power. Why? Well, there was some conflict in Japan about whether it should open up. And the Emperor Meiji, he says, world, we are open for business now. And Japan, let's build a national army and industrialize. His ideas represent the future of Japan. One research question remains. Please write that down for 3 points. And when you're done with a 7-3 VidNotes. This is Mr. Deegan signing off.